everyone. This is Geldy Richardson with Princeton Mortgage, and today I have Lorisa Sherwood. She is with Windermere Real Estate. Hi, Lorisa. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for doing this with me. So Larissa and I have known each other, I think it's back to 2007, way back then. uh, Larissa was at Keller Williams, and I was the in-house lender at Keller Williams in Auburn. And we did some business together back then, and we've reconnected recently. So welcome. I'm so excited you're here with me today.
Yeah,
Um, so
it's been a
tell us
journey.
a little bit about your real estate business.
Sure.
And
Well, let's see. I started in California with real estate in 2007, right at the moment that everything was crumbling around us, which most people would think that's not the best time to get into the business. But for me, I thought, oh, that's a challenge. So I'm going to dive in now in this landscape to see what's going on and how I can learn, which I did. I learned a lot about mortgages and how they can go south and how people can lose their homes and how I can step in and save things and save people's homes from foreclosure. So it was actually a great time to get into the industry because I learned so much more then than I would have ever learned in today's market, which for most people that are getting in right now, it's a lot easier for them because things are selling um, easily. So,
well, I remember back then, the market was a lot of foreclosures and short sales. And I would have to say I always appreciated your importance to detail. Even today, you're very detailed oriented. And you protect your clients at all costs. So those are the things I admire about you.
hmm.
So what value do you think a real estate agent should have? So if you have a friend or family member wanting to purchase a house outside of California, right? Because they should be using you if they're purchasing in California.
Yeah.
But if you had a family member or friend purchasing outside of California, what would you tell them or advise them in looking for a real estate agent?
Most of my clients, which I have had a lot of people move out of state, they do ask me those questions. So I'm asked that on a regular basis. And my first thing is let me do the research for you and find someone that has the same qualifications that you're used to working with, and someone that might match your personality because I know my clients have been around them a lot. So they can rely on me to go and vet another agent. If they've already been in contact with people and say they've already talked to a few different people, my advice is ask them how long they've been in the business. Um, you know, how many homes have they sold? There's a whole list of things that I will give someone that actually talks about, what's their primary focus? Again, how long they've been in the business? You know, what companies do they work for? And, where all do they do business? So some people don't know what to ask. And a lot of times it's good to ask the agent that you know locally, that's been helping you maybe with your sale, to give you some pointers. That would be my advice.
And you're located, I know, in Sacramento County, but you're in Placer, you go up to Nevada County, and I think you even have a listing right now. What county is that? Madera County?
So I have a listing in Patterson, which is in Stanislaus County, and then I
Mhm.
also have another one coming online probably later this week or next week that's in Merced. I kind of go all over the state, but I have had stuff down in Orange County, and I kind of do business all up and down the state. It all has to do with who the person is and do I know that area enough to say yes, I can handle this. I wouldn't do something that I couldn't handle, and I wouldn't do justice for my client.
So what would you say here? This is a question we really didn't go over, but it just kind of popped in my head. What would you say is the difference between today's market and the market we went through in 2008?
There's, for me, it's vastly different because people were, back then, people had pulled so much money out of their homes and we had stuff just basically fallen apart. People were able to buy homes without even, you know, any income to substantiate what they were buying. So today you can't do that at all. You have to show proof of everything. So there's a huge difference in what's going on in today's market versus what we went through then. I don't think, I mean, knock on wood, but I don't think we'll ever go through that again because I think we've learned. But that's not to say we might have a few people that have gone down that road. I don't know what mortgage companies are doing that, but I don't think any of them are. I definitely probably would not be connected with a mortgage company that would lend
Yeah.
someone that hasn't vetted the buyer. So that just puts everybody in a bad light. But besides that, we have a very limited inventory. So that's a little bit different. Back then, we had so many homes hitting the market because people couldn't afford their mortgage. They were getting laid off right, left and right. And this is different. This is a whole different ball game. Yes, maybe there are people that are losing their jobs, but they also have equity in their homes. So they can sell for, even if it's 20 grand that they have equity, at least they have equity. They're not upside down in their house. So.
Yeah. So I think inventory, we have low inventory when there was a ton of inventory back then. And I think you're right. Also, people have a ton of equity when back then we were doing short sales, they didn't have any equity because when everything came to a halt, so did prices. So
Yep.
And we'll see, they're saying rates are going to come down, but we can't promise that to our clients.
We
just got to do what's
but
best right now.
Rates are interesting because, as you know, this is not a high interest rate. I mean, I've seen interest rates at 12%, 18%. This is not an abnormal interest rate. I mean, when I bought my first house in Colorado, I paid, I think, close to 9% interest. And that was for $250,000. Now, yes, house prices are a lot more now, but interest rates are not astronomical. I think it's just our certain generations think it is. And we've been spoiled with really low, like once in a lifetime interest rates. We probably will never see those again.
Yeah, I agree.
My opinion.
Yeah, for sure. Well, thank you for your time and this time together. I know we spend time other times together, but I just want to say thank you. And anybody who's watching, you will see Lorisa's contact information at the end of the video and also in the posting. So have a great day. Thanks, Lorisa.
Thanks, Geldy. Have a great day.
You too.
Bye.